This injunction was made before the High Court of Justice, Queen's Bench Division, at the Birmingham District Registry between Wolverhampton City Council as claimant and persons unknown as defendants on the 2nd of October 2018 and runs for a period of 3 years. The injunction has a penal notice attached which reads, "If you, the within named persons unknown, do not comply with this order, you may be held to be in contempt of court and imprisoned or fined, or your assets may be seized. Any other person who knows of the order and does anything which helps or permits the defendants to breach the terms of this order may also be held to be in contempt of court and may be imprisoned, fined, or have their assets seized. You are warned that if you do not understand anything in this order, you should go to a solicitor, a legal advice centre, or a citizens' advice bureau. Any party can apply to the court for this order to be varied or discharged, but you must obey the order unless it has been varied or discharged by the court." The order reads as follows. Before Mrs. Justice Jefford, DBE, sitting in the High Court of Justice, Birmingham District Registry, Birmingham Crown Court, Queen Elizabeth II Law Courts, 1 Newton Street, Birmingham, B4 7NA, on the 2nd of October 2018. Upon hearing counsel for the claimant and considering an application for an injunction, and upon reading the Part 8 claims form, particulars of claim N16A, the application for the injunction and witness statements filed in support of the application, and considering the provisions of Section 222 of the Local Government Act 1972, Section 187B of the Town and Country Planning Act 1990, Section 30 of the Highways Act 1980, and Section 27 of the Police and Justice Act 2006. And further, upon the court finding that it is just and convenient to grant injunctive relief pursuant to Section 37(1) of the Senior Courts Act 1981 in the terms set out herein. It is ordered that 1. It is forbidden for anyone, whether by themselves or by instructing, encouraging or permitting any other person to A. set up an encampment within the boundaries of any of these 60, that's 60 sites within the City of Wolverhampton Council area, and which are listed and outlined and hatched red on these 60, that's 60 maps attached hereto, marked Schedule 1, without the express written permission of the landowner. B. Enter or occupy for residential purposes any of the 60, that's 60 sites within the City of Wolverhampton Council area, which are listed and outlined and hatched in red on the 60, that's 60 maps attached hereto, marked Schedule 1, without the express written permission of the landowner. 2. The court being satisfied that there is a significant risk of harm to persons in the locality from the conduct restrained by this order, a power of arrest is attached to paragraph 1 above, whereby any constable may, under the power given to them by Section 27 of the Police and Justice Act 2006, arrest without warrant any person if he or she has reasonable cause for suspecting that person is in breach of the provisions of paragraph 1 of this order. 3. The order and power of arrest shall continue for 3 years following the commencement of this order, unless before then it is revoked or varied by a further order of the court. 4. Personal service of this injunction and power of arrest is dispensed with pursuant to Civil Procedure Rule 81.8. The claimant has permission to serve the injunction and power of arrest on the defendants by the alternative methods set out at subparagraph A to F below. A. Affixing a copy of the injunction and power of arrest in a transparent waterproof envelope in a prominent position at each of the 60 sites covered by the injunction. B. Publishing a copy of the injunction and power of arrest on the claimant's website with a link to the same on the claimant's official social media pages, Twitter and Facebook, and likewise on the website and social media pages of the West Midlands Police. C. Publishing details of the injunction and power of arrest in the Wolverhampton edition of the Express and Star newspaper. D. Making a copy of the injunction and power of arrest available at the front desks of the claimant's main offices. E. Uploading to a video sharing website, YouTube, a video of somebody presenting and reciting the terms of the injunction and the power of arrest and outlining the potential consequences of breaching the injunction. F. Erecting official signs, fixed and temporary, at the entrances to the 60 sites covered by the injunction and power of arrest. 5. Service of the injunction and power of arrest shall be deemed to have been effected on the defendants at midnight on the date when the last step set out at paragraph 4 has been taken by the claimant, at which time the injunction and power of arrest shall come into force. 6. A review hearing will take place on the first available date after the 1st of October 2019 with a time estimate of 1 hour. The claimant shall file a witness statement setting out the progress made with regard to the proposed transit site no later than 7 days before the review hearing. Interpretation of this order. 7. In this order, A. The City of Wolverhampton Council means the area outlined in black on the map annexed hereto marked Schedule 2. B. Residential purposes means using land as a home, whether temporary or otherwise. C. Encampment means using land for residential purposes, whether temporary or otherwise, including the occupation of caravans, mobile homes or other vehicles, the use of furniture or the storage of vehicles, caravans or other items. D. Landowner means the freehold or leasehold owner of one of the 60, that's 60 sites covered by the injunction. For the avoidance of doubt, this does not include someone who has a tenancy agreement in relation to residential land owned by the claimant. 8. A defendant who is an individual who is ordered not to do something must not do it himself or herself or in any other way. He or she must not do it through others acting on his behalf or on his or her instructions or with his or her encouragement. 9. A defendant which is not an individual, which is ordered not to do something, must not do it itself or by its directors, officers, partners, employees or agents or in any other way. 10. It is a contempt of court for any person notified of this order knowingly to assist in the permit of a breach of this order. Any person doing so may be imprisoned, fined or have their assets seized. That was ordered by Mrs. Justice Jefford QC. Schedule 1. The injunction restrains anyone from setting up encampments on the following sites: Anchor Lane, Ashmore Park, B&Q Car Park Bilston, Barbers Fields, Barnhurst Lane Fields, Bath Street, B Lane, Bladen Road, Broom Road, Wolverhampton, Bilston Urban Village, Central Baths Car Park, Compton Park, Dale Street, East Park, Falkland Street Car Park, Wolverhampton, Fieldview Primary School, Bilston, Fowler's Park, Gala Bingo, Bushbury, Garage Site at Beckett Street, Glacier Drive, Coxwell Avenue, Mammoth Drive, the Goodyear Park Site, Ranger Drive, Hallam Crescent, land near 36 Inkerman Street and Grosvenor Street, Long Knoll Park, Lunt Road, Bilston, Market Square, Pitt Street, Morrison's Car Park, Murdoch Road, Bilston, Nettlefords Park, Newmarket, Snow Hill, New Road, North Green, East Green, South Green, West Green, Norwood Park Road School Site, Northcote Farm Country Park, Parkdale East and West, Parkview Road, Patsell Park Open Space, Penderford Business Park, Pinfold Street Car Park, Planetary Road Industrial Estate, including Manfield Road, Strawberry Lane, Fernside Road, Qualcast Road, Racecourse Road, Railway Drive Bilston, Rooker Avenue, Sidings Close, The Sports Grounds, Proud Lane. Springvale Avenue, Springvale Way, Bilston. St Peter's Collegiate School. Steel Drive, Steel Parkway, Wolverhampton. Tettenhall Pool and Upper Green. The Broadlands, Moseley Park. The Grapes Pool. The Science Park Car Park. Villiers School, Bilston. Wasteland and Robeson Road. Watery Lane. West Park. Windsor Avenue Playing Fields. Woodhouse Fold. Injunction Section 37(1) Senior Courts Act 1981. Proceedings brought pursuant to Section 222 of the Local Government Act 1972, a power of arrest under Section 27 of the Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006. In the High Court of Justice, Queen's Bench Division, Birmingham District Registry, claim number E90BM139, between Wolverhampton City Council, the claimant, and persons unknown defendants. The court orders that a power of arrest under Section 27 of the Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006 applies in the following paragraphs of an order made on the 2nd of October 2018. 1. It is forbidden for anyone, whether by themselves or by instructing, encouraging or permitting any other person to A. set up an encampment within the boundaries of any of the 60 sites within the City of Wolverhampton Council area which are listed and outlined and hatched red on the 60 maps attached hereto marked Schedule 1 without the express written permission of the landowner. B. Enter or occupy for residential purposes any of the 60 sites within the City of Wolverhampton Council area which are listed and outlined and hatched in red on the 60 maps attached hereto marked Schedule 1 without the express written permission of the landowner. In respect of a power of arrest under Section 27 Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006, the court, upon being satisfied pursuant to Section 27(3) of the Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006 that the relevant conduct consists of or includes the use or threatened use of violence and or there is significant risk of harm to a person mentioned in Section 27(2) of the said Act, has ordered that a power of arrest be attached to the order. A power of arrest is attached to the order whereby any constable may, under the power given by Section 27(4) of the Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006, arrest without a warrant a person whom he has reasonable cause of suspecting to be in breach of any provisions set out in this order or otherwise in contempt of court in relation to such provision. This power will expire at 11:59 p.m, 3 years from the date when the claimant takes the last step set out in paragraph 4 of the injunction to which this power of arrest relates. Where a person is arrested under the power given by Section 27(4) Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006, Section 27(6) of the Police and Criminal Justice Act 2006 requires that 1. A constable shall, after making such arrest, forthwith inform the person on whose application the injunction was granted. 2. Such person shall be brought before the relevant judge within 24 hours beginning at the time of his arrest. 3. And if the matter is not then disposed of forthwith, the judge may remand such person. 4. Nothing in Section 155 authorises the detention of a person after the expiry of the period of 24 hours beginning from the time of his arrest unless remanded by the court. 5. In reckoning any period of 24 hours for these purposes, no account shall be taken of Christmas Day, Good Friday, or any Sunday. This was ordered by Mrs. Justice Jefford DBE on the 2nd of October 2018.